Hallo ihr Lieben, hier ist wieder Faszien-Hamburg. So have fun with the second part of my interview with Kai. Kai is such, how can I describe it? It's amazing to talk with him. I like his attitude. In this part you will get the information about Idoportal. So we follow about Idoportal. Also, Kai talk about the structure, integration, treatment, about it's similar to rolfing, and he is also therapist like me. So see his meaning how we should treat people. I can just say everything is a whole. We should treat the physical aspect and also the psychological aspect. So it's such amazing interview. Enjoy.
The hunter gatherers, they were assumed to spend like 15 to 18 hours a week looking for food, and then they had the time off. So and it all also depends on the movement. What type of movement are you doing? And I'm not a study of Ido like one of his students, but I implement his ideas, and I listen to what he says, and I try to do my own kind of movement also, from what I believe and what I see and what I like. I don't try to imitate someone. So
I mean, this is important too, that we stay at our own person, and
absolutely,
because everyone is special. I mean, it has a reason why everyone is different, and
absolutely.
And sometimes you go in the forest. I mean, now you live in a flat, like it looks like a flat or a house, or in Oslo.
Yes.
Or is it?
This is a small flat just outside Oslo, and I have like 200 meters to go, and then I'm in the woods.
Okay, nice.
So I do a lot of walking in the woods. I do a lot of barefoot running in the woods.
Wow.
I don't have shoes. Well, I have shoes, but I don't have running shoes. I always run barefoot or in a minimalist shoe.
So what brand do you can recommend?
Well, I can only recommend the Vibram 5 fingers, because those are the only ones I've used until now. So
it's interesting. I came to Soul Runner. They have very thin. I think it was 2 pounds 3 millimeter. The sole.
Okay. Yeah.
And this is, I mean, the name Soul Runner. And what I like is, because I started with the T1 around, and you have so much space for your teeth, for your tooth. So this is my favorite. Because 5 fingers, I don't know. Some people, do you wear it with a very 5 finger? I mean, they have different. Yeah. And you had no problems? No.
Well, no. No problems now. When I first started out 12, 13 years ago with those, I had problems with getting them on my feet, because my feet wasn't adapted to this kind of shoe. So I was struggling a bit at the beginning with these shoes, but now it's just like a normal shoe, so I don't have any problems with it now. But I have to buy some new ones, because they are totally totally trash now. So
maybe you can look. It's a German company, Soul Runner. I don't know how is 5 fingers. Is this a German company or is this American?
No, I think it's basically origins from Italy, but they moved to the States a few years back. Yeah.
Okay.
But I will check them out. Soul Runner.
Yeah, we can put the links in our conversation, and then
Yeah,
I can
sure.
send you. Yeah.
Absolutely. Great.
And maybe it would be nice, Kai, if you can just say I think it was counted like 10 points. You said this has a person has to do if it's, how can I say, in a good constitution. I mean, you told about doing a squat is very important for a person. So you told about a few things what is very important for us in this time too. Do you know what I mean? To have
Yes.
a basic movement or have a basic good constitution. So
Yeah. So yeah, I'll try to name some things I think it's important. And
yeah,
the first thing is to decide that you want to try,
yeah,
and just think that it's totally fine to be not good in the beginning,
yeah,
and then just try to get down in a flat-footed squat,
yeah,
and just keep on doing it every day, and just for like 5 minutes or so every day, and then eventually you will get better, you will get stronger. Maybe initially you can feel some pain in your ankles, in your knees or stuff like this,
yeah,
but don't be afraid. It's not dangerous. We are designed to move, and we are designed to rest in a squat,
yeah,
actually. And you can also try using a tennis ball or something under your feet. Try to squeeze the ball into your feet and try to open up the foot, because the foot is really
yeah,
very important for the rest of the body,
yes, yeah,
because everything is connected. And if your foot is not able to move, we have 33 joints in our feet, and if those joints doesn't move, this will affect your ankle, your knee, your hip,
yes,
your back, everything.
yeah,
So
yeah,
just start to look at the foot as a system, not as a singular part of the body.
that's good.
And this goes for everything
Yeah,
in the body. When it comes to movement, everything is connected through the fascia, through the muscles, and movement is how we can load these structures
yeah,
and play with them. And don't be afraid to play with movement. Try to free yourself from thinking in a like a workout program and stuff like this. Just try to get down on the floor and try to move in a fluid way. And there is so much stuff to think about when it comes to movement.
yes,
So reducing sound, for example, if you are jumping on the floor and you take a jump and yeah, I did it, now what? Then, but you can take this concept further. You can think of, okay, if I try to jump from there to there, and then try to make the landing as soft as possible without no noise.
yeah,
And there is so many things you can do. And yeah, eat clean, drink
yeah,
a lot of water,
yeah,
move alone with your family, with your kids, old people. Yeah.
yes,
So you can, you can move everywhere, on the bus, on the train, even in the car. To some extent, you can move, but so it's just try to free yourself from thinking in a
yeah.
box.
It's funny that you say in the car, because I have my band in my car, and if we stop on the light, So if it's red, I take my band and make my exercise for the shoulder.
Yeah,
You can be very creative with movement, and
absolutely.
I think the important thing what you say is go on the floor. And if you go on the floor, I mean, we came from the earth, we are living on the earth. It's more important to go back on the floor, and let's see what your body can do.
Absolutely, and you can also make this challenge for yourself that this weekend, for example, I will not sit in my sofa, I will not sit in a chair, I will spend the whole weekend on the floor.
That's nice. Why?
Eat meals on the floor, drink coffee on the floor while you are texting. You can spend some time on the floor and try to move on the floor.
Yeah.
Try to get up and down without using your arms and stuff like this. And it's there's so many things you can do in terms of movement, and without thinking of exercising, and without having to go anywhere and to sign up for an expensive gym membership. You can move totally.
But what do you think is the main problem that lots of people go in the gym? I mean, isn't it the motivation? They have here lots of people around and loud music, and they got the motivation because lots of people do something.
Absolutely, yes. I think there is many good reasons to go to a gym. And the motivation factor in like loud music and watching other people push themselves hard is motivating.
Yes.
But at the same time, a lot of people are living in a high state of stress, high state of symptomatic activity in the nervous system. So we need to calm things down. And I'm a strong believer in scaling down and try to live a simple, quiet life. And this makes it very valuable to stay at home and move on the floor and in the woods outside, and use nature as your gym. You can find a tree, you can climb a tree, you can push a tree. So you can do a lot of stuff. Yeah.
That's right, and it's makes fun. So if I go for a walk with my boyfriend, and I do, and every time I do something with the rocks, or with the like I said, or with the wood. Yeah. Also nice if you lie back on a wood, like with your back, you lie. For our spine.
Yeah. So in Japan, they have this concept of forest bathing.
Mm-hmm. You have to send me the links. Maybe we can.
Yeah. So go outside and hug a tree and connect with Mother Earth, and start to live, and don't just exist. Start to live.
Yeah, so interesting. So lots of stuff to talk about it. I mean,
absolutely.
It's our, it belongs to us, the movement. But lots of people don't think about it. Unfortunately, it's pity. I mean lots of people, like I said, it's they know they have to do something, so they go in the fitness center and go with stress. So not open, and that's not so nice. But I think we do we talk today. It's a little amount. Some people will listen and will think about it. I mean, for us, I think for you too, was some point in our life was the start to think about if it's good what we do, and so and is it possible, Kai? And please drink a water. Do you want to do? Yeah.
Hydrate. Yes.
Yes. It's important for talking. just I want, if it's okay, we can continue just 10 minutes. I mean, if it's okay for you, we can just continue a few minutes more, because I'm curious about Thomas Meyer.
Yeah.
And how your treatment is with Thomas Meyer, or how you do it. Is it that you find out the myofascial problems and or how you can, I mean, maybe you can try to explain for a person who are not informed in our body too much, for an office clerk or
Yeah. So
how you do your Thomas Meyer stuff.
yes, so I trained with Thomas Myers in 2006, structural integration.
Yeah.
It is a treatment modality that seeks to bring balance between how the skeleton push out and how the soft tissue are pulling in.
Yeah.
It's like a tensegrity structure where you have if you think of the skeleton as a tent pole, and then you have the tent and the tissue as the fabric over the tent pole.
Yes.
You understand? Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
So it's trying to bring equalness, balance into between the skeleton and the soft tissue. And I'm looking for like rotations, bends in the body. If a person come in and he's like this,
yes,
and he's pointing to his neck and tell me that I have pain in my neck.
Yeah.
And if I only work in the neck, he will or she will feel maybe some temporarily relief. Yeah. But if we don't work here and try to make this tissue longer, he or she will come back next week and pointing at the neck again. So we need to work the underlying structure in terms of bring this balance into the whole structure. Because if you have a collapsed or a fall down structure like this, it is very, very hard to bring sustainable relief to the body.
Yeah.
Yeah. So by working with the physical body, you can also affect how you are feeling emotionally and how you are feeling energetically, and so it's a system to work with.
So you explain also your patients that they understand why we need to work here and also maybe the tummy, and you explain it.
Yeah, so when I first started out using these techniques, I was like, how am I gonna explain why I'm working on the hip if they have pain in the neck?
Yes.
But I just realized that I need to be clear and explain them how I see it, how I will work it, and then try to get them to understand the connection between the hip and the neck, for example. So it's a different approach than maybe a trigger point where you just are pushing on the area that is painful, than working on this way here. So
and do Thomas Meyer also give some exercises for the clients? So
well, yeah, there are some exercises, but there are more in a way of bringing more awareness to the person instead of giving them some strengthening exercises. But strengthening exercises can be totally fine, very valuable in certain cases, but the increased awareness of your own body and how you are carrying yourself through the world, and how you speak to yourself, and how you look at yourself in relation to the rest of the world and other persons, are also very valuable. So there is a mix of many things in there. So but the exercises are more in a awareness kind of style. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, it's interesting because lots of educations come now about fascia, and my fascia daddy is a German guy who met. Have you heard about Dr. Paki? Dr. Paki. It's a pain doctor, but it's in German. Yeah. So now it's interesting how the world is colorful. I mean, every person has their own philosophy, but at the end we meet and and know everything again, know everything already, but maybe we didn't remember on it. You know what I mean? I mean, in the past I had a good teacher. He said, Nasrin, you cannot learn something what you don't know already.
Exactly.
That's so interesting. I mean,
yeah. So the embodiment of how you live and how you use your body, how you think around your body, around your life, is so important in terms of when you are teaching others. You need to understand it yourself, and so yeah, very, very true.
Yeah. So Thomas Meyer education gives you more horizon about our body,
absolutely,
about our knowledge, what we have now.
Yeah. Absolutely, and it also, this training has also is also implementing a lot of the science now that is coming. And in terms of fascia, you have Robert Schleip, who is at the University of Ulm, and he is absolutely fantastic. And there is so much science and knowledge coming out of the study these people do now. So it's really, really great to. I've never met Robert, but
okay, what was the question what I had? Yeah, I met him and I made a picture, of course, with him. On the tissues connection was in 2017, I think. Yeah, in Ulm. But I think if the Corona time will be leave behind us, we will he will plan a next connective tissues seminar. It's very interesting. But also what we don't forget, well, I think it's important that we remember on the Rolf, from Rolfing, Ida
Rolf.
Yeah, Ida Rolf, yeah, right. The name is not easy. Ida Rolf. I think she was a very a grounder of the fascia.
Yes, she was the grounder of founder of structural integration.
Yeah.
And Tom was a student of her, and
okay, I didn't know it.
He also taught for her. So yeah, so basically structural integration is coming from Ida Rolf, but Thomas Myers did his own version with the anatomy trains.
Yes.
So now he's calling it anatomy trains structural integration, which is based around the lines and the myofascial meridians from his book. So yeah.
And have you heard about yeah, feedbacks. I mean, if you have a classical rolfing session, 10 sessions, I think they are 10 sessions, 10 hours.
Yeah. Yes.
And yeah, and if you can compare this the anatomy train structure,
Yes.
therapy, though, have you got your own experience that this is better, or this is more, I don't know, this is more effective, the new one? I say the new one, but yeah, you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the difference, as I have been taught it, is that the original Rolfing program consists of 10 sessions, and they are not including rotations and arms in the series. But anatomy trained structural integration is devoting 1 full hour of into the rotations in the body, and also 1 hour of one session of working with the arms. So you have four arm lines, and you are working all of them in this session. So yeah, so
Okay.
that's the basic
Okay, the difference, we can say.
difference. Yes, and it also says that anatomy trained structural integration is more anatomical specific than the original Rolfing. But I haven't experienced Rolfing myself, so I don't know. I don't have anything to compare it with in this.
I mean, Robert Schleib is also a Rolfer in the past.
Yes.
Yeah, and I had a session in Munich, not at Robert Schleib, but as a colleague. I mean, and it was nice. But yeah, I also made 1 year the osteopathic seminar for osteopathy. So
Yeah.
I mean, at the end, I think it's that you find out what the person needs, the individual person who lives on your bed now. It's we have to see what is this source, what is the source of the problem from this person. So it's nice to have lots of tools, and also think so important that we make seminars and get more knowledge about it. But yeah. Like for my feeling, every person is special, and what is also very important is the mind. So if the person don't want the full flexibility because of a trauma, because of a past, then we can do everything, but the person will hold this structure tight.
Absolutely, yeah. You need to be ready for doing the work and going through the process. Of the work. Yeah.
So for me, a good therapist is also a person who can see what is with this person, maybe a bit psychological program, or a bit background, maybe.
Yeah. But these are so intertwined things. There is in my world, psychological and the physical is just one thing.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So that's the beauty of the holistic way of thinking. I believe is that you are looking at the whole, and you are treating the whole, and there is more to it than just individual parts, and it's a totally different game when you start to work
this makes so interesting our job. I mean, this is the challenge.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, nice. So thank you very much, Kai, that we had the conversation this morning. And I mean, there are lots of topics, and we can talk. For my feeling, we can talk more and more and more. And it's I think it's interesting to.
It's really nice to connect with the people living in other countries and which have different experiences and different approaches to things, and it's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, and I saw your YouTube channel has no English videos, already. Or maybe
no, there is one English video that is just promoting my one of my, well, it's a bundle of my ebook and the two and the two video courses I've made so far. So that's the only English on there for now, but I'm planning on having more than in English. So
I mean, today now you can download it. We have one conversation, one nice conversation now. Yeah, for me too. I have just German videos, but I think if you want to share your opinion with the world, you have to do it in English. I have to make the challenge. So, okay, then I stop now. So I hope you had the same fun like me. I like persons such Kai. I can repeat all the time because I like his spirit, and he is so motivated to get the people more informed about what is healthy for us and what is good also for body weight, or I mean the mobility, the movement, everything. So let me know how you find the interview. Please comment. You can also comment in Instagram, Nasrin Schneider, or also you find every link from Kai here in this show notes. And I wish you a nice day, and please follow my podcast. I hope we got more periods in English, so I will see. Check out my website and get mobile. Bye bye, Nasrin Schneider.